Hello, students and viewers at home. This is online lesson of St. Charles College, Onitsha. With you is your teacher, Mrs. Okoye Helen. Our subject today is Mathematics, SS1. Topic, plane geometry, in brackets, angles in polygon. Before we proceed, let us look at the specific objectives. By the end of the lesson, students should be able 1. To define polygon. 2. State polygon and its size. 3. State types of polygon. 4. Calculation of polygon. Then let us define a geometry. A geometry is the study of plane figure, angles, and measurements. What do we mean? Plane figures like triangle, all the quadrilaterals, and others. Angles inside it, we measure. A polygon is a plane figure bounded by a straight line. When you see a polygon, you see a triangle, one of the polygons. The line of triangle is straight. There is no other line than a straight line and is bounded by the figure. That is what we mean by a polygon. Then let us go to names of polygon and its number of sides. A polygon with number of sides. Name of polygons. Number 1, triangle has 3 sides. Quadrilateral, 4 sides. All the 4-sided shapes are quadrilateral. Pentagon, 5 sides. Hexagon, 6 sides. Heptagon, 7 sides. Octagon, 8 sides. Nonagon, 9 sides. Decagon, 10 sides. Undecagon, 11 sides. Dodecagon, 12 sides. Engon, 13 sides. Types of polygon. There are 2 main types of polygon, the regular and irregular polygon. A regular polygon has all sides equal and also all angles equal. Example, equilateral triangle, where all the sides are equal, all the angles are also equal. Another example, sphere. A sphere has all 4 sides equal. All 4 angles are also equal. 2. An irregular polygon has no equal sides, no equal angle. Example, scaling triangle. It has no equal side. It has no equal angle. It is one of the examples. Other types of polygon are convex polygon. Each of its interior angles is 180 degrees. What do we mean by interior angle? The inside angle. 2. Reentrant polygon. One or more of its interior angle is greater than 180 degrees, which is reflex angle. 3. Equilateral polygon. All its sides are equal. 4. Equiangular polygon. All its angles are equal. Now, we are now going to calculations of angles in polygon and also the number of sides. Before we proceed, let us look at the formula to find the number of sides and total number of angles in a polygon. The formula, we have 2 formulas. You can use any of them. Bracket close, m-2 times 180 degrees, or you use 2m-4 times 90 degrees. For example, calculation of angles in polygon. Number 1. A polygon has the following interior angles. The inside angle. Y degrees, bracket close, y plus 15 degrees, bracket close, y plus 25 degrees, bracket close, y plus 35 degrees, bracket close, y plus 45 degrees, bracket close, y plus 54 degrees. We go to the calculation. When we count the number of the degrees in the question, you can see that it is 6. So n means number of sides, which is equal to 6. Now, if we want to find, the first thing we do is to find the total angle of a polygon before we find the value of y. What do? we apply that formula. Let us use n minus 2 times 180 degrees. And what is our n? We say that n is 6, which means 6 minus 2 is 4. 4 times 180 is 720. So we write all the degrees and equate it to 720 degrees. When we add, we have 6y degrees, 15 plus 25 degrees, plus 35 degrees, plus 45 degrees, plus 54 degrees is 174 degrees. That's which is 6y plus 174 degrees equal to 720 degrees. You look for additive inverse of 174. What do we mean by additive inverse? Instead of saying cross multiply, you look for the additive inverse. Last lesson I told you about the weighing balance, the balancing equation. We have plus 174 degrees. We get minus 174 degrees. So 174 degrees plus will be on the other side. Y1 minus 174 degrees will be on the other one. So we balance the equation. That's why we say 6y minus 720 degrees minus 174 degrees. Therefore, 6y equal to 446 degrees. We make y the subject of the formula by dividing both sides by 6. 6y over 6 equal to 546 degrees over 6. When you divide it, our y is 91 degrees. Example 2. One of the angles of a pentagon is 124 degrees. The others are equal to each other. Find them. From the number of sides of a polygon, you're supposed to know all the number of sides. A pentagon has how many sides? It has 5 sides. And we have given one angle as 124 degrees. How do we find the 4 angles? We apply our formula. Let us use the second one. 2n minus 4 times 90 degrees. What is our n? Our n is 5. 5 sides. So 2 times 5 is what? 10. 10 minus 4 is 6. 6 times 90 is 540 degrees. We go to that 540 degrees, the sum of all the angles in a pentagon. You subtract in 124 degrees given to us. When we do that, our answer is 416 degrees. But remember, they say that the other remaining angles are equal to each other. What do? We divide by 4. When we divide by 4, the other remaining angles in a pentagon has 104 degrees each. Now, let us go to number 3. Find the third angles of a triangle when x equal to 60 degrees and if the other 2 angles are x plus 30 degrees and 2x minus 65 degrees. Already they have given us x as 60 degrees. A triangle, how many sides has a triangle? Some angle of a triangle is 180 degrees, 3 angles and 3 sides, which means 3 sides, n equal to 3. And the number of angles is 180 degrees. We are going to find the other angle. 2 angles are given to us. Wherever you see x, you put 60 degrees. Where we have bracket closed, x plus 30 degrees, in place of that x, we put 60. 60 plus 30 is 90. The other one, bracket closed, 2x minus 65 degrees. In place of x, we put 60. 2 times 60 is 120 degrees minus 65. Some angle of a triangle is 180 degrees. Then we have y plus 90 degrees plus bracket close 120 minus 65 degrees equal to 180 degrees. 120 minus 65 is 55 degrees. We add y plus 90 degrees plus 55 degrees equal to 180 degrees. When we add 2 of them, we have y plus 145 degrees equal to 180 degrees. Now, we look for additive inverse of plus 145 degrees. We use balancing equation method. The additive inverse of positive sign is negative sign. We subtract 145 degrees from both sides. You can do this one in example 3 or the other one we did in example 2. So we say y plus 145 degrees minus 145 degrees equal to 180 minus 145 degrees. That 140 plus 145 degrees minus 145 degrees is 0. Why is it 0? The identity for additive inverse is 0. That's why it is 0. Then y plus 0 is y. 180 minus 145 is 35 degrees. Therefore, y equal to 35 degrees. When you look at this diagram, you can see the angle there, x, 2x, 3x, 4x, 5x is an exterior angle outside the polygon. And we are asked to find the angles. So we are going to solve it now. We say that each interior angle of a regular polygon, that is the formula, is m minus 2 times 180 degrees. We are not going to use this one. This is for interior, that is the inside angle. We are going to use a pentagon. This is that diagram is a pentagon. The sum angle, the figure is the sided polygon, which is pentagon, and that x is an exterior angle. The sum angle of an exterior angle is 360 degrees. So we are going to add all the outside angle and equate it to 360 degrees because it's an exterior angle. You cannot find the sum angle of a pentagon because this is not an interior angle of a pentagon. So we cannot use m minus 2 times 180 degrees. So let us do our addition. X plus x degrees plus 4 degrees plus 5x plus 3x plus 2x equal to 360 degrees. Please, that x, there is no degrees there. When we add all of them, it is 15x. We are looking for the value of x. What is the coefficient of x? The coefficient of x is 15. That 15 in front of x. We want to make x the subject of the formula. Then we divide both sides by 15. 15 over 15, 15x over 15 equal to 360 degrees over 15. 15 will divide itself. We have x. So when 15 divide 360, x equal to 240 degrees. Now, in summarizing the lesson, first, we define geometry, the study of measurements, figures, and their angles. Polygon. A polygon is a plane shape, a plane figure, a plane shape bounded by a straight line. Now we have number of sides and name of polygon. A triangle has 3 sides, it is a polygon. Quadrilateral is a polygon. For example, square, rectangle, kite, parallelogram, rainbows, they are all polygon, quadrilateral. Now, another one, hexagon, 13 sides. From this, you have to memorize the number of sides and the name of the polygon for answering the question at any point in time. Then we have 2 main types of polygon. Regular polygon. A regular polygon has all sides equal, all angles are also equal. Example, equilateral triangle. All the sides are equal, all the angles are equal. Square. All the sides are equal, all the angles are equal. Irregular polygon. It has no equal sides, no equal angle. Example, scaling triangle. Remember that scaling triangle has no equal sides, no equal angles. Then other types of polygon is convex polygon, reentrant polygon. Then from there, we go to calculation of polygon. In calculation of polygons, we have 2 formulas. You can either use it to calculate the size or angles. The 2 formulas are m minus 2 times 180 degrees. The second one, 2m minus 4 times 90 degrees. When you are asked to find the interior angle of any polygon, you use the 2 formulas. Then when you are asked to find the exterior angle, you cannot use it because it is outside angle. The sum of exterior angle of a polygon is 360 degrees. So when you add, you equate it to 360. After saying this, we come to the evaluation. Number 1, 3 angles of a polygon are each 105.5 degrees, The sum of the angles in the polygon is 2,520. Find each of other angles if they are equal to each other. Number 2, find the sum of the interior angle of a main angle. Now, from this, I will give you my WhatsApp number. I have given it before. For those of you that do not attend the first lesson, my WhatsApp number is 080 387 99127. I hope you enjoyed the lesson with your auntie, Mrs. Okoye Helen. Bye.